Satnam. Today we're going to be doing the Kriya for the lower back and hips, which is the Kriya that we're working on this month. And this Kriya can really help a lot to stabilize because it's working on the lower chakras. It's working on the first chakra especially. It can really help us build a really solid foundation. Anything to do with mobility in the hips and pelvic area sometimes has a lot to do with just finding yourself in that moment of not knowing which way to go or which way to move, and then you get locked in your lower body. So this is a very good Kriya for working on anything that has to do with destabilizing and really affecting your sense of survival and sense of security and safety in the world. And with so much shifting and so much really so much disruption and so much unknown and uncertainty coming up, this is a really nice and lovely Kriya to work with. Also, the practical nature of if you have any issues with your lower back, it's going to help you really strengthen the muscles and really open the flexibility around that. So as always, make sure you work within the limits of your own body. And let's go ahead and tune in to begin. So we're just going to rub palms together. As you press palms into each other, thumbs into the sternum. Draw your awareness inward, focusing on the breath, resting in the awareness of the body, pressing into the floor through the sit bones as you lengthen the spine, open the heart, and relax the shoulders. And just tune in with yourself, drawing your awareness deep within. Take a nice deep inhale, suspending the breath, and exhale. And let's inhale to tune in with any mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale and exhale as you rest hands down, just resting in the awareness of the breath, the body, the sound current within you. So remember to work within the limits of your own body. Many of the exercises that we're going to do today are really focused on static stretches as opposed to the dynamic stretches, but there's a nice mix. So we're going to begin just with Sufi grinds, and we're going to move to the left counterclockwise. Really, again, just emphasizing the lower body, imagining your navel moving for you. As you're moving through the movement, just breathing long and deep here. Opening up the lower spine, opening the pelvis and hip area, keeping the heart open. It's easy to want to move from the top of the body on this, and I really want to invite you to really be aware and really bring your focus and attention to your lower body. Noticing as the pelvic moves along the floor, building these big circles. Imagining your navel as a pen, drawing those nice big circles. Shoulders relaxed, chin at a right angle, eyes focused inward. Breathing with the sound of Satnam. Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Noticing and curious about the experience, how the body feels today. Remembering that every breath is a new moment. So every breath, every day, every movement is going to be a new experience, and just curious about that, staying open and aware. And take a nice deep breath in at center, suspend the breath. Exhale. And we're going to do the same thing to the other direction, this time going clockwise or towards the right shoulder, and just moving, noticing the nuances of this experience, allowing the breath to fall into its natural rhythm. Again, leading the movement from the lower body. Noticing with curiosity and openness what areas feel more open, what areas move more effortlessly, what areas feel tighter. Again, not because you need to change anything about it, just bringing awareness to that allows for expansive possibilities. Doing beautiful. Last 10 seconds. And a nice deep inhale at center, suspending the breath. And exhale, and just resting and noticing how the body receives that. Okay, we're going to do a sciatic stretch. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend the legs out in front. And you're going to support that left knee to bring the heel to the groin. If that doesn't work for you, then just go ahead and you can bring a pillow or a blanket underneath that bent knee if that helps you. You can just allow that leg to be where it needs to be for you. But what we're going to do is we're just going to do a static stretch. We're going to make sure that the leg is straight out in front of the hip socket rather than out to the side. Sitting into the sit bones, inhale and exhale as you lengthen forward, leading from the heart rather than the head, and just allowing yourself to breathe here as you stay here in this static stretch, breathing long and deep. Chin is at a right angle to the body. Eyes are focused inward at the brow point, sitting into the sit bones, breathing long and deep. Remember that you're really allowing yourself to find your perfect place in this posture Even if you're not able to grasp the toes, just really finding your maximum comfortable extension that allows for a growth edge, and just surrender in the posture, sitting into the sit bones, lengthening the spine, and then opening to the possibilities that emerge naturally from this place of right effort. Following the breath with Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Staying focused inward. Really make sure that you're relaxing the shoulders and really allowing yourself to just fully open to new possibilities. And we're almost there, just 10 more seconds. Nice deep inhale. Exhale as you slowly walk the hands back, staying within, extending both legs out, and just noticing how the body receives that stretch and that experience. Beautiful. We're going to do the other side. So same as the other, but this time you're going to support your right knee, bring it towards the groin, and we're going to inhale center and exhale as you extend forward. Again, remember, you're really lengthening forward as opposed to collapsing from the head, allowing yourself to extend and find your perfect place to settle. Surrender in that without losing the action of the posture, and breathe long and deep here. So what I love about these postures in particular is that they really give you the opportunity to explore a lot of the qualities of the heart, right? So when we're really opening up to tap into and access our heart wisdom, it has so much to do with how we presence that moment. And what we're invited to do is pay attention, be present, and that takes action and energy. Yet there's a surrender in the process because we're not trying to get anywhere. We're inviting ourselves to bring attention to right effort. So in this case, we're sitting into the sit bones, we're keeping our heart open and allowing ourselves to sit and breathe in that moment, in that space, and then allow and invite the awareness of what emerges naturally from that place. Breathing, focusing on the actions that are required, and surrendering. But surrendering, you notice, doesn't require giving up. It actually requires intentional presence. That's the quality of surrender that we're looking for. It's like settling into that posture that you're in, and then knowing that there's new possibilities that might emerge. You don't have to look for them, you don't have to force them. You just invite yourself to presence and open to the new possibilities with curiosity. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. And take a nice deep breath in. And exhale as you slowly walk the hands back once again, just coming into the awareness of that experience, extending both legs out. And just noticing how the body receives that stretch. Good. Shake it out, and we're going to come into easy pose to do camel ride. So again, wherever you are with this experience, just moving from the limits of your own body, we're going to inhale forward and exhale back. You're moving from the pelvis rocking forward and back, the navel pressing forward and back. The arms are pulling back so that you're really opening that heart space. The head stays facing forward rather than rocking up and down because you're engaging neck lock, drawing the chin inward so that you can really keep that action in the lower body. The breath is complete. It's just a little bit shorter because it's actually engaged through the movement because of the diaphragm and the navel, rather than you trying to breathe quickly. It's your navel that's breathing for you. Doing beautiful. Just one more minute. Last 20 seconds, doing great. Nice deep inhale at center. Suspend the breath, squeeze the root lock, squeeze sex organs, rectum, navel, draw that whole lower triangle in, moving the energy up the spine. Consolidating the benefits of that movement, the breath, the prana, building it. And exhale, relax, rest, and just notice what happens within you as you simply breathe here long and deep, taking a moment to integrate that experience in your body. Great. We're going to work with the sciatic nerve again, but this time working with the lower back. So we're going to open our legs wide, and wherever you are with the width is fine, but I want to encourage you to be able to sit into your sit bones rather than what happens if you don't is that you end up collapsing back, and then that can really hurt your lower back, and because we're trying to improve it, we don't want to hurt it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a static stretch, holding to the left and then to the right. I want to invite you to really sit into the sit bones and feel yourself really solidly there. We're going to inhale center and exhale as you lengthen to the left and breathe long and deep again. Remember, once again, you are extending rather than collapsing. Wherever you go with it is a beautiful place to be. Just allow yourself to think of keeping your heart open, shoulders relaxed, sitting into the sit bones, keeping those legs actively engaged, breathing long and deep here. Nothing more, just the breath and you. Keeping the chin at a right angle, allowing the head to be in line with the spine. Last 20 seconds, doing beautiful. And a nice deep inhale, suspend the breath. Exhale as you slowly walk the hands back. Come to center and just witness that experience, noticing how the body receives it. So you want to make sure you keep the knees on the mat. We're going to inhale center once again, and this time we're going to go to the right, and it might be very different, and that's quite all right. Extend, find your maximum growth edge, and then settle into it. I love this posture because, again, it really gives you the opportunity to find balance in the imbalance. So as you focus on sitting into the sit bones, you can really get the sense of developing the capacity to self-regulate, so that when you find yourself in your day out of balance, you can find yourself back into it. So even though we are in a posture that is kind of offset, you still are able to create a sense of balance within it. That's the invitation that I want to invite you to bring to your awareness and see what your experience is like in that. Once again, just inviting you to bring attention to the right effort, and then opening to the new possibilities that naturally happen as you relax any unnecessary tension in the body, and just surrender into the posture without losing the quality of your action. Breathe long and deep. Focus deep in the brow point to the rhythm of Satnam. And take a nice deep inhale. Exhale as you slowly walk the hands back, again staying within, just noticing how the body receives that. Inviting you to stay in the same posture, but you can always bring the legs together, shake it out a little, and then come right back. We're going to do another one that is more of an isometric exercise rather than a real big movement. And what you're going to do here is we're going to bring the hands back, and we're going to lean back. And it doesn't matter how you place your hands, but you're going to lean back, and you're going to press down through the heels and the hands. And that's going to allow for a little bit of a lift. And what you're going to do, the key here is to lift, like imagine yourself being pulled by the belly button, because you want to keep your pelvis rocking forward so that there's only 4 points of contact: the heels and the hands. Everything else is slightly off the floor with the pelvis tilted forward. Your chin is at a right angle, eyes are closed as you breathe long and deep here. So this is really more of an isometric than it is anything else, and it's engaging muscles that are really going to support your lower back. Again, keep in mind that what you don't want to do is have yourself collapse down. You really want to keep that pelvis forward, and you're keeping the pressure. Most of the body weight, or all of the body weight ideally, is just on the heels and the hands, but you're not really lifting the body up very high. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, and release. And just notice again how that feels. Notice how the body receives that. And we have one more in this posture. We're going to now this time invite the hands to walk forward as you lengthen forward, extending. Again, keeping the heart open, the chin at a right angle to the body. It's easy to want to look up on this, but remember that you want to keep your spine in one line and just invite wherever you go by sitting into the sit bones, keeping the heart open, the chin at a right angle, and breathe long and deep. Again, just inviting those new possibilities to emerge naturally without having to force anything. You're not trying to get anywhere. You're setting the conditions for something to arise and emerge from that intention and that attention. And inhale deep. See if you can go a little bit deeper into the stretch. And exhale as you walk it back, staying within, bringing your awareness inward. As you slowly bring the legs together, shake them out. And just relax here. Settle into the breath and just witness whatever arises within you. Noticing how the body receives that experience. Great. We have one more before we're going to do a little bit of an integration space. And this next one is a really interesting one. I find that it's really a beautiful way to release tension in the lower body, but it also helps set the knees, is what I have discovered from this. So what we're going to do is our hands are we're sitting just as we are. Our legs are going to be open a little bit more than hip width apart, depending on the size of your feet. I have big feet, so that's what works best for me. And what you're going to do is you're going to flip-flop your feet back and forth, and you're moving from the hip area. So the action is really coming from this area right here as opposed to the feet, except that the feet are really flopping back and forth. So explore that for yourself and see what it's like. And really just again, bring awareness to the fact that it's the hip area that's really engaging the movement, and the legs are simply responding. But it is intended to be pretty quick, flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, bop, and just keep going with it. So this one is super simple, but after a while, it just you are really engaging muscles here. So make sure that you're not slumping. You're still lifted, your heart is still open, your chin is still in. Just keep moving. We're going to do this for 2 minutes, and we've got 1 minute to go. Doing great. When you end this, I promise you, you will have a buzz of energy. Boy, I really feel it everywhere when I get done. Doing great. Last 20 seconds. And relax and just notice, stay within, just notice the feeling, the sensation that arises as you stop and witness that experience and how the body receives it. Beautiful. Come onto your back, hug knees in, stretch it out there, rock side to side. And then come into a comfortable corpse pose, extending the legs out to the sides, arms out to the sides, away from the body. Remember, if you feel uncomfortable in the lower back, what you can do is just bend the knees, or you can always place a blanket, a rolled up blanket or a pillow underneath your knees, and that'll make it more comfortable. Your palms are facing up for proper circulation of energy through the body. And you're just focused here, surrendering everything, just really opening and inviting the body to integrate. Allowing simply the flow of the breath through Satnam to happen within you. Everything else completely relaxed. Good, and we want to keep the energy moving. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bend the knees. You're going to keep yourself on your back. If you can, you're going to grasp your ankles. So your feet are usually about hip width apart, but you can adjust as you need in your own body. If you're not able to grasp your ankles, then just place your hands, palms facing down. You're going to press down through the feet, lifting the navel up to the sky, and exhale down. These are called pelvic lifts. And here we go. Ready? And begin. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So this is working on the kidneys and balancing the emotions, because that's a water element, but it's also, of course, working with the spine, strengthening the lower back, working in flexibility, opening the lungs. If you're feeling any pain in your knees, you might need to shift how you're holding your feet. You might need to, sometimes I see people that open their legs really wide, and then that gets the action to be where you're not actually having your heels under your knees. So you really want to be cognizant, like pay attention to the movement of your body. And if there's pain, you need to adjust and make it better. Work within the dynamic of the body itself. Your body was created to carry weight in a very specific way, and that's important to tune into. Doing beautiful. Last 15 seconds, stay with it. Make this next one your last one as you inhale deep. press through the feet, contain it. Exhale, relax, slowly come out of the posture, hug the knees in, stretch it out, rock side to side. And once again, come onto your back to relax and surrender and allow the body to receive that experience. Beautiful. Now for the next movement, actually for the next series of movements, we're going to stay on our back just where you are. And what you're going to do here is you're going to begin to, so you're going to bring the knees to the chest and you're going to open your legs wide. And what you want to do is you want to actually not necessarily press your soles together, but you are going to have your feet together, your soles of the feet come together. And so if you need extra support in your lower back, you can bring your hands under your hips. If not, you can just leave them out to the side. But remember to engage your navel so that the lower back is on the mat. Either way, whether you use your arms or not, you want to be able to make sure that that happens. So what we're going to do here is we're going to inhale as we extend the left leg out 45 degrees, about 1.5 feet off the floor. Exhale as you bring it in to touch the soles. Inhale to the right. Exhale as you bring it in to touch the soles of the feet. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, really just paying attention to engaging that navel. And you've got the leg out about 1.5 feet to the side. So this is actually helping set the pelvis. And that happens when you're engaging that navel. So make sure that you're really rooted so that the body is being supported with this movement. Inhaling set, exhaling numb. Inhale as you go out, exhale you come in. Doing beautiful. Last 15 seconds. And now inhale both legs out, suspend the breath. Exhale as you bring them together, hug the knees in, stretch it out. Once again, rock out side to side, and then you can either stay hugging the knees or you can extend them back out into corpse pose, whatever works best for you. Just take care of yourself as you need to. Again, just allow for that space of integration so that your body can really take care of itself. Now we're going to do leg lifts, but actually static leg lifts. So we're going to bring our heels together, and if you're good with your navel, you can go ahead and let your arms be alongside the body, palms facing down. If not, just go ahead and make sure that you bring your hands under your hips.
Either way, you're going to press lengthen the tailbone away from you to draw the navel down and bring the lower back to the floor so that you can really root with this. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift that left leg straight up 90 degrees, and we're just going to hold it there and breathe long and deep. That's all you're going to do. And this is a great moment to really practice that rooting. Feel your lower back connected to the floor. Ideally, keep that leg straight, toe is pointed, so that you can think of yourself as pressing down to lift. So the action is really engaged and supporting the movement. And you don't have to work so hard because you are being supported through the rooting and the lengthening. Focus deep at the brow point and breathe long and deep. If your lower back hurts, if it brings pain, it's okay to be in discomfort. But if you actually have pain, you need to shift so you can slightly bend the knee, or you can maybe even shift where you bend that lower leg. But either way, make sure that you're really engaging. You don't want to cheat yourself in the benefits of this movement. Here we go. Inhale deep. Exhale, you can stretch that leg in and relax it back down and just notice. Just be curious about how the body feels. Give yourself space to integrate that experience in your body. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So heels together. Once again, root by lengthening. If you need to support your lower back, great, go ahead and do that. And then settle in and breathe long and deep. Just breathe. Ideally, because you are rooting and lengthening, the entire rest of the body can be completely relaxed, even though this area is deeply engaged. So this is the right effort in this posture, and just do your best. I like to always say that as you settle into the posture, become aware of all the unnecessary tension and holding patterns that you can let go of. Focus deep at the brow point, taking you out of the external experience and bringing you into the deep internal, that inner awareness. You're doing beautiful. We're almost there. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale once again, hug the knee in, stretch it out, and then relax it, rest, and notice that experience. Beautiful. We have one more. We're going to be doing double leg lift this time, where we're going to do exactly the same thing, but this time both legs straight up, 90 degrees. So again, root, lengthen the tailbone, stay there, connect and breathe as you simply relax and surrender any unnecessary tension. Remember, think of lengthening, so you're being supported in this posture by pressing down and lengthening up through the toes. Everything else can support that because the legs are supporting themselves through that action of rooting. This is actually a wonderful posture to really activate the nervous system and strengthen in the nervous system. When you stay in this posture for a long time, you're actually going to notice that your legs start shaking, your body starts shaking because it's under pressure, and that makes an adjustment in the nervous system. But you're almost there. You're doing great. Just 10 more seconds. And you're there. Inhale. Exhale as you hug knees in, stretch it out. Rock side to side. And then relax once again in corpse pose as you simply allow the body to receive that experience. letting go of everything, just opening the awareness within. Giving space for the body to integrate what you've done so far. And now hug knees in, chin in, rock up and down on the spine a couple of times, balancing the energies of the body, coming all the way forward on your next breath. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually do bow pose. Again, working within the limits of your own body, wherever you need to be, is a beautiful place to start, and then allow yourself to grow from that place. So you're on your stomach. And what you're going to do is you're going to bend your knees. Your feet are open, at least hip width apart. In my experience, that works best. You want to really take care of your knees. And you're going to press the hands in. Press the feet into the hands. That's what actually lifts the body. So ideally, you're going to lift the thighs and the heart off the floor. Do the best you can with it. If for some reason you're not able to get all the way there, then just cross the legs, cross the ankles, interlace, and lift so that you're really contained and you're doing it through the rooting experience. Ready? Here we go. Press on the inhale and just settle into the posture and breathe. So you want to bring the chin in. You want to just keep your eyes focused inward. As you relax any unnecessary tension and holding patterns, and focus deep in the brow point, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. When I'm holding any posture like this, I always like to ask my body to support me and ask my body to show me how I can really support this posture and let go of unnecessary tension. So I invite you to do that so that you can relax the neck and shoulders. You can really use the body to support the posture, and then you can just let go and relax and breathe and focus inward. You're doing beautiful. You're almost there. Just a little bit more. Take a nice deep inhale. Lift up a little bit deeper. And exhale. As you relax, right cheek on the mat. Just relax here. Rest and breathe. If it works better for you, you can go ahead and bring your hands under the shoulders and just stretch back and sit back on the heels, forehead on the mat in extended child's pose. And now take your next breath to bring the hands to the knees if you're already sitting on your heels. Otherwise, come and sit on your heels and then slowly come into your next posture, which is legs are extended. And we're going to do a little bit of a spinal twist here. This one is really lovely, and it's a really nice way to end all the things we've been doing. So your right leg is going to be extended. You're going to support your left knee and bring your left foot over the right over the right knee. And what you're going to do is the leg that's extended, you're going to take that same arm. So you're going to take the right arm and wrap around the left. And then what you're going to do is bring that left hand back behind you. Inhale, and then exhale as you begin to twist, looking over your shoulder. Keep the chin at a right angle, eyes closed, focused inward, and breathe long and deep. So really important, sitting into the sit bones to lengthen up the spine and keeping that heart open.
Just breathing. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. And like everything else, just really bringing your attention to that right effort as you just allow yourself to open naturally into that new possibility that naturally emerges from this place. And now take a nice deep inhale. See if you can go a little bit deeper into the stretch. And exhale as you slowly unwind, slowly come back, extend the legs out, and just stay here and notice how the body receives that experience. Beautiful. We're going to do the same thing to the other side now. So this time, the left leg is out, the right leg crosses over. Since my left leg is extended, I'm going to bring my left arm and hug. I'm going to bring my right hand behind, sit into the sit bones, inhale and exhale as I turn over the right shoulder, and just breathe as I simply allow myself to settle into that stretch. Focusing inward through the breath, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Again, as in everything in this practice, so important what we're learning, right? So we're pressing down to lengthen, we're pressing down to open, we're grounding to expand. Really just becoming used to that sense of awareness that in order for us to be the expansive self that we are, we must be rooted, we must be grounded. That's what gives us the support, and safety, and security that is inwardly generated, as opposed to externally generated. And then from there, we can keep our hearts open. We can show up with vulnerability and compassion. We can be present in the world without being of the world, with clarity of mind, with an open mind, an open heart, and an open will. Allowing what seeks to emerge naturally within that context. Inhale. Deep, just go a little bit deeper into the stretch, and exhale as you slowly walk yourself out. Again, just resting, extending, and noticing that experience. Beautiful. We're going to do a psoas stretch now, which is, I have learned that the psoas is really related to locked hip and pelvic area and lower back. So this is a really lovely stretch, and again, always working within your limits. So I like to start it off just by kneeling and coming into rock pose, and you can walk your way into it however it feels right for you. But we're going to begin by bending that right leg. So what you can do is you can grasp that foot and place it in front, or you can just swing it forward, however it works best for you. Now, the key here is that you want to keep the angle 90 degrees for this front leg that's bent. And then you can just walk your left leg, your back leg, so that the idea is that you're really creating an opening here. So what I see a lot of times is that people like to stay here because it feels really comfortable. It really is inviting you to stretch. So what you want to do is stretch in a way that feels okay. So we're going to be balancing ourselves. Sorry, I'm getting a cramp in my back leg. But the idea is that you want to keep your leg open and you want to be able to root through your knee and your foot and the pelvis. So the pelvis is stretching down. My foot would be extended back, but because I'm getting that cramp, I'm just going to keep it flexed. But what you're going to do is you're going to just place your hand here to find your balance. And then, if it works for you, you're going to interlace fingers and then press the palms up to the ceiling with the head still facing forward. I'm just going to adjust the camera here so that you can see it a little bit better. But again, you're going to have the right foot forward, extending, and then you can keep your eyes open, or you can close your eyes and focus inward and really feel your sense of balance through that. Keep breathing. Just go inward as you maintain this posture. What I notice is really important in this posture for me is that the shoulders are drawn down. I'm pressing up so that again I'm experiencing that pressing down to lengthen up. And I'm really feeling my stability and focusing my attention to the balance points. So my posture is being held from the connection of my knee and my foot. And then I'm just simply able to rest and surrender into the posture, except for the cramp that I'm getting in my left foot. But hey, it happens. Again, especially with these postures, some of these postures really are releasing tension in the body. And I just noticed that when that happens, then it shows up in the feet. We're going to inhale deep. Exhale as you slowly come out of the posture, and you can either walk that forward leg back or do the other way, whatever works best. And just take a moment here to integrate that experience. Now we're going to do the other side, same thing. So you're going to take that left leg. This time the left leg is bent forward. Make sure that the knee is above the heel. And then you're just going to open and find your maximum extension. Again, come to a balance point where you can really feel yourself settling in. And then if it works for you, you're going to interlace fingers, press the palms up to the sky, and just focus on a point in front of you, staying grounded and rooted and feeling your balance. Find the sense into the balance. And then just settle into it. Sometimes you'll notice that one side feels more solid than the other. And if it works for you, you can just close your eyes and then just rest into the balance of the posture. Again, thinking of that extension, extending from the lower body up, keeping that chin at a right angle to the body to keep your head above the heart, above the hips. And breathe long and deep here. Now inhale deep. Exhale as you slowly once again come out of the posture. And once again, find your perfect place, however it works for you, to rest and notice that experience. Beautiful. We're going to come to standings. What you're going to do is you're going to bend the knees and then slowly come to a standing posture. We're going to be doing forward bends. These are one of my favorite. And what you're going to do here is simply, you're going to hook well, you're going to press the feet down. Feet are at hip width apart, really stable. You're going to hook the right thumb over the left. And then we're going to inhale as you press down through the feet, extending up to open the heart to the ceiling. The hips stay above the feet. And then exhale as you bring it down. Ideally, the head hugs the arms. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. As you lift, you're pressing down rather than lifting the body from your lower back. So nice, powerful breaths here. Keep those arms extended, because think of extending. You're pressing down and lengthening up through the fingertips. I find that sometimes many people just come straight up, but this one is really inviting you to extend from, and you can only extend when you're rooted. So you're going to root through the base and extend up through the fingertips, lifting that heart to the sky. Pelvis stays over the feet, which is what creates that extension as opposed to collapsing back, which is a completely different thing and hurts your lower back. This is a great navel balancer too. Really wonderful to do on a daily basis. Doing beautiful. And make this next one your last one as you inhale up. Exhale as you slowly bring the hands down. And just rest in the awareness of that experience. Noticing how the body receives it. Great, and we have one more exercise before we end this Kriya. And this exercise is called Sat Kriya. And Sat Kriya, there's books and books written about it, and it's just super powerful. And it's a great way to strengthen the muscles and engage the navel, besides energetically all the things that are happening to stabilize you at your core. You're interlacing fingers with the index finger up. And then depending on the gender that you relate to, left thumb is over the right for female energies and right is over the left for male energies. So we're going to lift the arms up, straight up, draw the shoulders down. And what you're going to do is on Sat, you draw your navel in and up, and on Nam, you relax it. So a key point here is that you are not pulling in and yanking. You are controlling the in of the navel in and up and then relaxing. It's a very actively engaged movement from within. And that's what makes it all happen. So close your eyes. Get into your mudra. Lift the arms up. Relax the shoulders down. Keep the head above the hub, above the heart, above the hips, and here we go. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam,
Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Make sure you're relaxing the shoulders. Make sure that your chin is tucked in so that you keep that nice spine in alignment. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. Last one. Sat Nam. Now inhale deep. Suspend the breath. Squeeze the root lock, consolidating the energies, distributing them throughout the body. Relax the lock. Exhale completely. Suspend the breath out and squeeze. Relax the lock. Inhale. Open the palms. Stretch it up. Exhale. Relax. Rest. And notice that experience within you. Beautiful. So now it is time for you to reap the benefits of all that you've done today. Go ahead and come onto your backs and make this the most perfect corpse pose, really allowing you to reap the benefits of your amazing practice. We're going to go ahead and rest. Come onto your backs, support yourself as you need. And just know that everything that you needed to do has been done, and that the only thing left is for you to deeply relax, let go, and surrender completely to the breath. And we're going to just relax and rest with Ajit Kar. And just let go with peace. Inviting you to know and breathe and relax every part of you as you release all the tension and tightness, and relax, let go, surrender, and breathe.
Within me, peace
Taking a nice deep inhale. As you suspend the breath, drawing your awareness gently back into the body, and exhale. And with your eyes still closed, wiggling fingers and toes as you rotate wrists and ankles in one direction and then in the other, taking a nice deep inhale as you stretch arms over the head, stretch, reach, and move. Big exhale, rubbing palms over the heart as you bring feet up in the air. Eyes are still closed, rubbing palms and soles of the feet vigorously and briskly, bringing more lots of heat into the extremities. We're going to bring feet to the earth as we palm the eyes. Opening eyes inside of the palms, preparing the eyes for the light. Taking the hands away as you slowly extend the arms out, extend the legs out for a cat stretch. Bring the right knee into the chest, over to the left as you breathe long and deep, doing a nice gentle spinal twist. And then reversing on your next breath as you bring it over to the right. Breathe long and deep. Hugging both knees to the chest, stretch it out. Rocking side to side. And finally, chin in as you rock up and down. Up and down, balancing the energies of the body. Coming all the way forward to end with the meditation that I decided to put alongside this is called Sarab Gyan Kriya. And Sarab Gyan Kriya is just a really profound meditation for me. So the mudra that we use adjusts the flow of your energy body, and the mantra itself really connects you with your heart wisdom. And in many ways, this meditation is an inner alignment because it is helping you align to the infinite so that you can tap into the knowledge and wisdom that is already there for you. In our life, we can get really narrow-minded and narrow-focused because we get so caught up in our own story as a finite being on the earth. And this meditation helps us elevate from that and connect with the resources that we actually have around us so that we can then serve and uplift rather than get caught in our craziness. And so I hope you enjoy it. The mantra that we use is Ek Ong Kar Sat Gur Prasad. And then we repeat that. Sat Gur Prasad Ek Ong Kar. The mudra, and of course you can always look below to see the pronunciation and just follow me as we do it. The mudra that we're using, your hand gestures, you are using Gyan Mudra, and you're connecting the two. And then your fingers are straight, and then you have the right fingers over the left fingers, not across, but over. It's almost like you're holding a book, and you're relaxed. Your arms are at a 45-degree angle so that your book can be at the heart center. And your eyes are going to be closed, focused inward at the brow point. And we're going to do this meditation for 11 minutes. The full meditation that's recommended is 31 minutes, and there will be a video that you can use for the 31-minute meditation. I encourage you to use this meditation. It is profound, and you will never be the same again. So inviting you to bring the mudra. Again, the fingers are together, the thumb and index tips are together. And we're just going to sound the mantra. I will guide you to it, and then you can just go ahead and join me. Remember that your navel breathes for you. So as you are saying the mantra, you're actually engaging the navel in a way that draws air in and out. So you don't have to worry so much about breathing. Just allow the navel to expand and contract to allow you to breathe.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Eyes are closed, focused inward. Just take a nice deep breath in to begin. And exhale. Ek Onkar Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad. Ek Onkar, Ek Onkar, 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 Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Onkar, 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 Onkar, Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Onkar. Last 2 minutes. Onkar, Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Onkar, 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 Onkar, Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Akonkar, Akonkar, 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 Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Akonkar. Last round. Akonkar, Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Akonkar. Now inhale deep. Suspend the breath, press the palms together, bring the arms straight up, hug the ears, relax the shoulders, squeeze the root lock, suspend the breath. This allows the energy to distribute within the body. Now relax the lock, exhale. We're going to do that again. Inhale. Suspend and squeeze. Relax the lock one last time. Inhale deep. This time separate the hands. Stretch, stretch, reach, reach, reach. Exhale as you shake it out. Shake it out. Bringing hands back down and resting in the awareness of that experience. Just settling inward. Bringing gratitude to the breath, the body, the experience, known and unknown. We send our practice as a gift for all to receive. As we close with the Sunshine Song, bringing palms together, thumbs into the sternum, inhale to end. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Satnam. May you always be gifted with the blessing of your heart. May you always be expansive and know that you are always cared for. Satnam. And just bowing to you, to your practice, to the experience. Satnam. See you next time.